my YouTube channel. So I'm going to do a nighttime makeup look this evening. So I have decided to do a soft, sultry, smoky eye with a bright red lip. So I thought I would film it for you, and of course it's my first ever makeup tutorial on YouTube, so I'm super excited but a little bit nervous too, but I hope you like it. So let's go ahead. So first of all, I am completely makeup free. The only thing I have got on is a tiny little bit of mascara from today, but with me going out this evening, I will be applying false eyelashes, so I just thought I'd leave my mascara on. So of course I've got my moisturiser on to begin with. So the first thing I'm going to use now is the Estee Lauder Illuminating Primer. So I'm just going to probably apply a pea-sized amount. My natural skin is quite dry, so I love to begin with an illuminating primer just to give me a really nice glowy base before I go in with the foundation. So foundation I am using is the Double Wear Light Foundation from Estee Lauder, and this is in the shade, I don't know if you can see, Fawn. So I have recently gone up a shade actually in the foundation because obviously we've been so lucky this year with the warm weather, so I've gone up like 2 to 3 shades. So I've just applied this on a beauty blender like so, a very dirty one at that. Didn't think about that, did I? So, and I just gently tap in all over the face. So next step, now I have put a full face of foundation on, and I have probably applied 2 to 3 layers just because the new Double Wear Light is more of a medium coverage, and obviously I want to build it up to a full coverage with me going on a night out. So that being said, next step is concealer, and I am using the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade 01. So I'm just going to apply this in that kind of shape underneath the eye. And again, with a different beauty blender, so I have a separate beauty blender for my foundation and my concealer. I'm just gonna go ahead and blend. So next I'm going to start off with the brows. So I am using Sleek Makeup. You can't really see the packaging. And this is in shade medium. So this is like a dupe of the Benefit Browsings. And I'm going to go ahead and use the short angled brush that comes with the palette. And I'm going to mix the gel and the wax together. And with the brows, I usually start off underneath, and I never start right from the beginning of the brow just because I feel like there's too much product on the brush. So I probably start midway and then I go back to the beginning just so it kind of distributes the product a little bit. Now I am starting at the top of the brow. And again, I'm starting midway through my brow just because I've just reapplied the brush with some more product and I don't want it to look too dark. So you kind of want the middle and the arch of your brow to be defined, particularly the arch, as you can see. And then I'm just extending the tail like so. So as you can see now, the beginning of the brow is a slight ombre kind of effect. So using the remains of the products, I'm kind of just going to go in first brow done. So like so, that is my brows filled in, and just because I'm doing like a glowy night out look, I am going to go in for a bit more of a bushy natural brow look, in which case I'm just going to use the Natural Collection Tinted Brow Gel in the shade Medium Brown, just to really fluff them up a bit because I don't want them to be so neat. But also it just kind of really sets the brow as well. So next, because I am obviously going out, I'm going to set my foundation just slightly with the Hello Flawless powder in honey shade. So they actually provide a brush with this powder, and I'm just going to do it slightly underneath my eyes and just in my T-zone slightly. Oops, smudged a little bit on my brow there, whoopsie. I have set the foundation slightly with a tiny bit of powder, but like I said, because I'm more of a dry skin type, I feel like I don't have to set my face too much because obviously the double wear foundation is more of a mattifying finish. So next I am going to move on to eyes. So this is my favourite part of the makeup look, especially on a night out. So I'm going to start off with this MAC brush here. It's like a fluffy brush. It doesn't actually have a number on it, so I'm not sure what the number is. But I'm sure if you type in MAC fluffy brush, you will find one very similar. And I'm going to start off with the shade Uninterrupted by MAC, which is like a burnt orange kind of shade. So I'm just circular like so, tap off the excess, and I'm just going to go in with like really light circular motions, just kind of in the socket of the brow. It's really important, this is one thing I have learned over the years, is to hold your brush at the end, just so you've got a really light hand, so it doesn't go on too heavy, because when it goes on too heavy you start to get lines, and obviously it's really hard to blend then. And now I'm going to do the other eye like so. So get some more product on the brush. There we go. So that is the first step of the eyeshadow done. Now, using more of a flat-ended brush, I'm going to go in with the same colour, tap it off and just go slightly underneath, seeing as I'm doing a little bit of a smoky look. Next, I am going to go in with this MAC palette. It is called Burgundy x9, and I will just show you. The lighting isn't too great, unfortunately, so obviously I use this colour quite a bit. Because I'm doing a smoky look, I'm going to focus on the middle colour and this colour here, which is like a very deep purple. It's a gorgeous colour. So I'm going to go in with a different brush. Again, this brush is from MAC, but there is no number on it, whoopsie. And it is kind of a fluffy brush again. So this brush I do use for more of like the darker, deeper colours. So I'm gonna go in with this colour here. And so again, always tap off the excess, and I'm kind of just gonna go in with circular motions just round the outside of the eye and in the crease. So what's really important is it doesn't have to be really neat. I feel like I used to put quite a lot of pressure on myself in making the smoky eye really neat, but that's kind of what a smoky eye is. So if anybody is like struggling with a smoky eye, my main tip would be like, don't worry about the neatness. Like, it doesn't matter if it's a little bit messy, it doesn't matter if it's not perfect. And because I like a really highlighted look, I then am going to go in with another MAC eyeshadow, and this is called Nylon. So this is like a highlighted kind of eyeshadow. I mean, the lighting is really bad, but you can see when the light hits it, how gorgeous it is. And I'm going to use this eyeshadow brush here, which is slightly curved edged. This is actually from Primark, this brush. And I dip the edge in there, and I kind of just go along the brow bone slightly and just do a bit of highlight there, and I feel like that makes a huge difference. And when you've got false eyelashes on, it looks brilliant as well. Now I have done the eyeshadow, I'm going to go ahead and move on to mascara and primer. So first of all, I'm going to curl my eyelashes because my eyelashes are super straight naturally. So even though I'm putting false eyelashes on, I always like to curl my eyelashes before, just to give them a real lift, and it obviously opens up the eye area as well. Like so. And I'm going to go in with the Estee Lauder Little Black Primer. This is a new product of mine, and I must say I can see a huge difference when I've used it. And then I'm going to go in with the Sumptuous Volume, again by Estee Lauder, but the waterproof mascara. This mascara is literally amazing. If you haven't tried it, look at that wand. Woo! If you haven't tried it, I highly recommend you do. Now I am going to go in with this black eyeliner from Estee Lauder It's the double wear one. It literally doesn't smudge in shade 01 Onyx, which is just your ordinary black liner. There we go, and if you like, you can always just go in the corner a little bit as well. Just make it really smoky. There you go. And don't worry if it's not perfect, because this is actually like a double-ended eyeliner. As you can see, it's got like a smudging tip at the end, if you don't get it perfect. And I'm not bothered about getting my eyeliner perfect, just because obviously I'm putting false eyelashes on, so you probably won't tell if my eyeliner isn't perfect, which is always nice. So next is face makeup. So I am going to go ahead and contour my face. So to contour, I use the Benefit Hoola bronzer. And this is just the ordinary one. I think I know they've brought out a few different shades now. This is just the ordinary one. I've had it probably 2 to 3 years. It's lasted me ages, which is why it's in really bad condition. And I probably shouldn't show you, but there it is. So I am due a new one soon. So I'm going to use like a contoured angled brush to apply this. So again, I'm going to tap my product off to distribute it, and I'm going to start off by sucking my cheeks, pulling a funny face, looking like a fish, and kind of just start off in the centre where I can see my shadow. So, and again, really kind of light strokes, because it's a lot easier to build than take away, obviously. So it's literally as simple as that. And then I go in at the forehead, go around the edges of the face, down the chin area. So I know contouring freaks some people out and they feel like it's too much, but it can still look really natural as well. And for me, it just really completes the makeup look. So I'm gonna go ahead now and do the other side. So that is the contouring mainly done. So next I will move in with blush. I'm not going to go too heavy on the blush, just because I feel like it might clash a little bit with my red lipstick. But it will literally feel alien to me if I don't put blusher on. So this is the Clarins Blush Prodige in 05 Rosewood colour. So I'll just show you the packaging there. And again, I'm going to go ahead and use the tiny brush that comes with the blusher. And I just kind of start off on the apple of the cheeks and blend it up. So that is with the blusher on as well. I just feel like blusher and bronzer just complement each other. I know some people just like a really bronzy look and like Hoola on their own or any kind of bronzer on their own, but I just feel like they come as a duo. I can't not put blusher on. Anyway, so next I'm going to go in with highlight. This is literally my favourite ever product, and for a night out as well, I do go a little bit mad with highlighter. So this is the MAC Soft and Gentle Highlighter. So literally, I've been using this highlighter probably for about 3 years now, and I can't seem to find one that's as good. If anybody has any suggestions or recommends anyone, then hit a girl up. So I'm going to use this tiny brush here to use the highlighter. Probably not your standard highlighter brush, but this is from Primark again. So another just cheap brush, and I probably should invest in a different brush. But it's just finding time, and to be honest, I don't really go shopping a lot. And when I do go shopping, it's with Vogue, so the last thing on my mind is getting a new highlighter brush, because I literally, when I go shopping, I'm just in and I'm out again. I don't mess around. So with highlighter, obviously it's highlighting the higher points of your face that the sun naturally hits, and this will complement the contour as well. So I always just go on top of the cheekbones, underneath the brow bone, and then because I'm going out, I'm going to put just a little bit on the tip of the nose, because I always think that looks super pretty, and then just above the Cupid's bow as well. So highlighting your Cupid's bow will give the illusion of bigger lips. So that's that. So next, my favourite part is lips. So I'm just going to have a swag of water before. So I am going to go ahead and line my lips with Bourjois 06 Toute Rouge lip liner. So this is it here, and it is, I mean, my camera quality isn't great yet, but that's 06 Toute Rouge. So I'm just going to shuffle a little bit closer to the camera, and I always start off at the Cupid's bow of my lips. So now I'm going to go ahead and use my favourite red lipstick in the world. It is the Estee Lauder Pure Colour Envy Liquid Rouge lipstick in the 321 Uninhibited. So that's the shade there, I don't know. Obviously this is the first time I've done this, so I'm still a little bit wobbly. This to me is like the perfect red, because I feel like it's got a slight undertone of orange as well. As you can see, it's super pigmented as well. So that is the red lipstick. Last but not least, I'm going to apply some false eyelashes, and I have chose the Ardell Demi Wispy eyelashes. So this is the packaging here, before I torn it apart without thinking about it. So these are the eyelashes in the packaging. So they've got a really kind of nice natural wispiness to them, so they're not too heavy or false. And obviously with the eyelashes, you get the duo glue as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to apply my eyelashes off camera, because I think I will struggle applying false eyelashes into my phone lens. And then I will come back shortly. Hello guys, so I have just put my false eyelashes on. These are literally the best false eyelashes in the world, the Ardell Demi Wispy ones, and I've just put a coating of mascara over the top. So that is my finished look. I hope you guys like it. It was super fun filming it. Obviously it was the first ever makeup tutorial I ever did, so I'm sure when I watch back I'll have loads of pointers that I'll try and work on and improve on. But I found it really fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, if you could like, subscribe and comment to my channel, that would be great. I hope you have a lovely day. Bye.